What's up everyone and welcome back to Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. Last time we began this new journey in Nuzlocke and we actually got off to a pretty good start, so hopefully me saying that doesn't jinx it. One thing that I noticed while watching back the video and editing it though is that I really don't like the frame that I ended up picking, so we're gonna swap that right up, see what other kind of options we've got here. Well, this is starting off already on type 1, which is a little bit boring for me. This is kind of nostalgic, but then again, like I mentioned, I didn't really know much about those older games. This was the first game that I really got into, but I kind of like this one. It's got an ancient tomb kind of vibe to it. I'm not really sure. I was trying to get something orange. Oh, that's kind of orange. And there's the one that we had before. But yeah, I was trying to get something orange, but I realized there's no orange border in this game. There's definitely one in X and Y. Or are there even borders in X and Y? I don't even remember. I'm going to go with this one, though, just because it's got a nice feel to it. And let's check out our party real quick. So we've got Kung Pao, our starter, and we got Parker the Wurmple. I'm not really sure how much we're going to end up using Parker. Should probably heal up before I forget that. That would be pretty important to do. But yeah, I wanted to change that up. I have no idea why. It's just like, it literally bugged me ever since I started editing the episode. I was like, man, I really don't like this border. So, wanted something orange. There is a game with an orange border. I'm not sure if it's like 4th gen or 5th gen, but there definitely is one with an orange border. Because I love orange, but anything, I guess, brighter than that, I'm not a huge fan of, which I guess is only yellow. Are there any colors brighter than orange that aren't yellow? Like, aside from yellow, if I'm thinking about like the rainbow or the color palette, you know, you're going up, you got your red, then you got your orange, then you keep getting brighter and you got your yellow, but then if you go any brighter than that, you just kind of have white. And I'm not sure if black and white are colors, because I remember something about art school. That's kind of sad. I went to art school, I literally don't remember any of this, but I think black and white are like hues, not actually colors, so how do you go any brighter than orange? I'm not sure. That's really weird, because I like orange. It's my favorite color, but maybe that's just kind of been forced on myself. You know what else is orange and yellow? Torchic. So I guess that's why I have mixed feelings for Torchic. Even though I don't really have mixed feelings for Torchic, I actually really like it. It's just, I don't want to use it in Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire because the Mega Evolution for it, which is basically, I guess, the main point of the starter that I'm picking, which I don't know yet exactly, but it will definitely be either Mudkip or Trico when those games come out. Since Mega Blaziken was already in X and Y, I don't want to use it there. Ooh, I totally forgot we were doing Nuzlocke. Gosh darn it! Well, I guess that ruins our chances of catching a Pokemon here on Route 102. I should probably keep in mind that this is a Nuzlocke, huh? I'm not very tall, so I sink right into the tall grass. Fwatchoo! Who the heck sneezes like that, man? I've been skipping some of these trainers. I probably shouldn't, actually, because we want to keep our guys at tippy-top shape. Maybe not Parker. You know what? I might actually switch Parker up first, and I just don't know if Parker will actually be that helpful, so I'm just gonna keep him along for the ride. Kung Pao will be the main, I guess, guy. What am I even... Our main Pokemon for now will be Kung Pao, because we really need him to evolve in order to take on the first gym, which is Roxanne, a rock-type gym. So we're gonna need Kung Pao to evolve and become a fighting type if we ever hope to actually take out Roxanne. But I went into that knowing that fully. It's kind of like picking Charmander in Fire Red and Leaf Green, where eventually he'll get Metal Claw and then you can beat Brock. It's kind of the same strategy as in this game. It's like you just gotta level up your Torchic until it gets that double kick, I think is the first fighting move that it gets. So, and once you got that, you're pretty much set. I actually really like Torchic though, which is I guess how this whole conversation started. It's just that since Mega Blaziken was already in X and Y, I don't want to use a Torchic in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, at least on my first playthrough around. Later on, I probably will. I don't know if they'll actually have any like changes or anything to Mega Blaziken since it was just so strong. I'm pretty sure I actually used a Blaziken in my X and Y playthrough just because you get that one Torchic from Mystery Gift. So it's like, why the heck not use the free Torchic, man? And I'm guessing that's the way it will be with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, just with Shiny Beldum that you're going to be able to get. Those names are really long, I've just realized. Oh, okay, before I forget, now that I mentioned Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, so, in the last episode, those of you that caught it right as it came out, within like the first few hours, you may have noticed that I was running a campaign for some Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire t-shirts at the beginning, and that is now gone. So basically, apparently the website that we used to promote those shirts, or to, I guess, the platform, the website that we put the shirts for sale on, decided that it is awesome to approve the design before actually, I guess, checking it for copyright. So even though the shirts were available and ready to sell, and some people actually bought them, apparently they took it down afterwards. I don't know exactly why the heck they would do that. They literally, like, approved the shirt and allowed us to sell it, but then took it down afterwards. So I really wanted to apologize to those of you that did purchase the shirts. I actually ended up buying one myself, so I myself am pretty annoyed at that, because they literally approved everything and allowed us to be able to sell the shirts, and then after we did all of that is when they decided to tell us, hey, these shirts, you can't put them on here, man. No, because they got Pokemons on them, and apparently you can't sell Pokemons, even though I've seen it was like an original art design. It was based on Pokemon characters, sure, but I mean, I'm not going to go into exactly the legal terms because I'm not exactly sure, but I do know that it's considered fan art, but I guess it was pretty similar to the original, even though it was an original, like, concept of the art. And I actually really liked it, and a lot of you guys seem to like it too. So if you did buy a shirt, then I am very sorry that that happened. We will try to bring it back because I thought it was a really cool idea to actually sell those shirts. And I thought the design looked really awesome. So hopefully we can bring that back for you guys at some point. I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to stock up on potions here. And I should actually get some more Pokeballs since we ended up wasting 3 of them on Parker last episode. And didn't even, like, I don't know. We're not even going to use him. So I have no idea why the heck I even did that. But, whatever. Yeah, anyway, that is in the past. So I'm very sorry. I myself, like I said, also bought a shirt. So I ended up, like, I think you'll either get a refund or you'll get some credit on that site. So if you do end up just getting credit, I'm really sorry that that happened. It kind of sucks to get credit because, you know, you don't actually get your money back. But there are some pretty cool shirts on the site, I guess. So if you do end up just getting credit, then again, I'm sorry. But, I mean, yeah, there's some pretty cool shirts that you can maybe get on there. So anyway, aside from that, I just wanted to clear it up for those of you that did end up buying shirts, because I think about 20 people got some. So I wanted to clear that up for those people. Now, moving on to what is actually happening in the game. Focusing up, we have made it to Petalburg City. This is where our daddy lives. And there he is, daddy himself. It's Norman. Well, if it isn't Orange. So you're all finished moving in. I'm surprised that you managed to get here by yourself. This is nothing like what my dad sounded like, by the way. I'm just literally making this up as we go. He has probably the same voice as I gave Professor Birch. But then again, I'm not very good at coming up with voices. Hey, I've just realized that this is actually, that's like a window back there. Because in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, the screenshots when you see Norman's room, it looks totally super detailed. And here it's just like 2 statues or columns and like a flower back there, so I don't know. Anyway, I see you're with your Pokemon. Then I guess you're going to become a trainer like me. That's great news. I'll be looking forward to it. I literally gave him the same voice as Birch, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember, man. Huh. You. Oh, you're Wally. Hey, it's my boy Wally. This guy. For some reason, they didn't want to show him in... I'm just going to abbreviate it from now on. They didn't want to show him in Oris. And they finally revealed him like a month ago, last month in Korokoro. And I was so excited because this guy is one of my favorite rivals ever. So he is going to go ahead and show us how to catch a Pokemon. And that is going to be his signature Ralts. I just thought it was so cool because right here at the beginning, he's going to show us how to catch a tiny little Pokemon. Then at some point, he's going to come back, battle us, and you're going to totally kick his butt because all he's going to have is that one little Ralts. But then when you get to the end of the game, do not mess around with Wally, because when you get to the end of the game, this man is no joke. He completely becomes actually a really tough rival in the Victory Road, at least the final battle against him. And in the new games, he's actually going to have the Mega Gallade. So I am really excited to see that and see how many times you end up battling him in that game, because it seems like he might play a bigger role than he did in these games. In this game, you kind of just meet up with him a couple of times. You don't really end up meeting him too many times. I want to kind of just skip through this because all he's doing is literally teaching us how to catch Pokemon, but I always thought it was cool how he comes out, like literally recalls his Zigzagoon to throw the Pokeball. It's like, man, why can't I do that? You know? Either way, yeah, he's going to teach us how to catch this Ralts, and that is that. Let's go back to Daddy. Why do I say it like that? I don't know. Hey, did it work out? Thank you. Yes, it did. Here's your Pokemon back. Orange, thank you for coming along with me. You two are why I was able to catch my Pokemon. I literally did nothing. I just sat there and watched, but, I mean, I guess that's fine with me. Head for Rustboro City beyond this town. There you should challenge the gym leader, Roxanne. After her, go on to the other Pokemon gyms and defeat them. Yeah! Thank you. That's what you do in every Pokemon game, man. I feel like in some games they try to make it a little bit more, I guess, just deeper than that. Not more deeper, because that's not how you, that's not English, man. I don't think I've ever been in these houses. Well, I've definitely been in them, but I don't know if there's like anything in them, so I always like to check them out. Wait, what? She said fabulous. I gotta go back and read it now. Cross the raging seas and sometimes even get a little homesick. It must be fabulous to travel. Well, young lady, let me tell you, traveling is absolutely fabulous. I have traveled over and yonder. I'm trying to come up with ways to sound smart here, man. But you know, I'm not very SMRT, so I kind of just have to make up words. So either way, I have traveled all across the land of the USA. I've actually never been outside of the USA, so I guess I haven't really traveled that much. This is actually Wally's house here. I mean, we can travel here. What's up, Wally's daddy? Yeah, thank you for playing with Wally. He's been frail and sickly. What? Alright, that's awesome. Why do you talk about your son that way? I mean, can't you just be like, he's a great kid? No, you gotta say he's frail and sickly. I mean, he might be frail and sickly, but man, can't you just be like, Wally's a great son. I love him so much. We're so proud of him. He caught a Ralts. It's like, man, come on, man. You know, just be nice to the guy. He's got green hair. That makes him cool. Hey, what's up, Scott? Excuse me, let me guess from the way you're dressed. Are you a Pokemon trainer? Why is he rapping? I don't know. Your clothes are all that dirty and I can't read dirty. I'm roaming the land in search of talented trainers. I'm sorry to have taken your time. We don't have to worry about him for now. I don't know if we get that far, we might do the Battle Frontier, but that's what he's got to do with. I mean, this game is like over 10 years old now, so I don't think anything is really a spoiler. I usually don't try to spoil things that I know about new games, but this game is freaking 10 years old. He's gonna lead you to the Battle Frontier, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna do, because first of all, I don't even know if we're gonna end up getting there, because like I said, this is a Nuzlocke, and I'm hoping for the best here, and we're off to a good start, but it's only episode 2, so I really hope I don't jinx it. Last time in Volt White, we made it to the second gym, but this is actually an official Pokemon game. This isn't like a hack to make it harder, so it should be a little bit easier than Volt White was. Either way, we made it pretty far in Volt White. I just remembered that we have super speed, so we can literally just tear through these battles, but I don't usually like to use it for every single battle. I'll just do it like when it's something like this, because sometimes when I end up super speeding, something like this will happen. This guy is using Bide. Oh no. Okay, well, Parker, with great power comes great responsibility. And okay, never mind, Parker. You know, I was giving you the speech, the Spider-Man speech, because I thought you were gonna die, but apparently this C-Dot is freaking weak as dirt, so never mind. Good job, Parker. You survived, man. That should have been a dead Parker there, man. I'm just saying. I should probably actually train him up a little bit. I mean, I'm only wanting to focus on training Kung Pao right now because, like I said, we gotta get him to that level 16, get him to become a Combuskin, and then we can worry about Parker, because once we got Combuskin, Roxanne is basically nothing. Like, we'll just like destroy her gym. Nice Magikarp, man. That's, you know, actually this is something that Parker can handle, because all he's gonna do is splash about, and it might take a while to beat him, but you know, I can take this time to tell you guys a story about my life. Except, I don't have any story. I was actually talking about something, and I totally forgot what it was, which kind of sucks. I always seem to do this. I literally, every time I'm saying something important, I get distracted, and then I forget. I forgot. I guess I forgot that this person forgot to be in their house. They left their door open. How could you do that, Mr. Bridey? How could you leave the door open? Don't you know that there are people that can walk into your home and, like, check out your pots, you know? Look at this one. It looks expensive. This empty. How about this one? Oh, it's empty too. How about this one? Yup, it's empty too. Well, nice bases, Mr. Briny. Glad none of them had anything in them. I actually thought for a second that maybe there was something in one of them, but never mind. That's just little old me remembering things wrong, except I don't actually remember a lot of the little details of this game. I do remember, though, that in the Ruby Sapphire, this is a dude, not a girl. His name is Rich Boy Winston, so I wonder who she is in this game. It is Lady Cindy. Cindy, why aren't you a Winston? Why are you not a Winston? I just don't understand the necessity of swapping you to a girl randomly. I'm sure that we'll see Rich Boy Winston at some other point, but why isn't he here? Why did they swap that? I don't know. Maybe because she's got a green dress and Hoenn is all about being green. Maybe. I mean, there's a lot more blue than green in Hoenn. There's a lot of water in this region. We don't have the map yet, so we can't really check it out. But let's head into Verdant Turf. Nope, this is Petalburg Woods. Why did I call it Verdant Turf? I think I had that in my head still because Wally is actually there. Are you serious? Okay, Dupe's Claws, man. This is one of the rules. If we run into a duplicate Pokemon as the first one on the route, then we get to catch the next one. So whatever the next Pokemon that isn't a Wurmple is what we get to catch in this route. And it looks like that is going to be a Poochyena. Not bad at all. Now, if I could remember any of the hyenas from Lion King's names, we could name him that, but I don't think I'm going to remember, because I don't even have the slightest clue as to what their names were. I could actually figure it out. You know what? Let's do this real quick. Hey, what were the hyenas in Lion King called? Help me out here, Siri. Give me a little help, man. There we go. The hyenas in the... Please shut up. Shut up. You talk too much. See, you know, I like using Siri, but sometimes he just, like, won't shut up. I say he because actually, Shenzi, Bonsai, and Ed. Bonsai sounds like a really cool name, so we're going to go with that one. Even though I don't think that Bonsai was the girl. I know that there was one that was a girl. I would think that it was the first name I read, which was Shenzi, so I don't know. Doesn't matter. Sounds cool. Let's move on to Petalburg Woods, or as I like to call them, Verdant Turf Forest. But that's just me being dumb. So we get to catch actually another Pokemon here. So let's see if we run into it in this first little patch of grass. We are going to. And it is going to be a waste of a Pokemon. Awesome. Now we're going to have both of them. Man. Okay. One thing about Silcoon and Cascoon. I cannot be the only person that thought that these guys were Cyclops. Until the Pokemon anime came out, I totally thought that oh, no. Well, I guess there goes our chance to catch. I mean, I honestly, I did not want a Silcoon anyway. It's kind of, it would have probably been useless and we would have ended up replacing it later. So I'm kind of, well, I'm not really glad because obviously we're missing out on a Pokemon. Once again, that is 2 routes out of 4 so far. So we are 50-50 on, like, either killing or not paying attention to the Pokemon that we're supposed to be able to catch. So that kind of sucks. But, okay. When we run into another Cascoon or Silcoon, I'll keep talking about that. But those guys actually have 2 eyes. Until I saw it in the Pokemon anime, I totally thought that they were Cyclops, and I cannot be the only person that thought that. Same thing with Metapod. I don't know if Metapod is in this game, but if it is, I really want to point out the way that Metapod works, because it is not the way that you probably think it works. Metapod's, I guess, I don't know. It's a thing you have to see to explain. So even if we don't run into one, next episode I'll probably bring that up at some point. You know what? Even though I didn't want to train Parker, he does evolve at like level 10 or something, so we might as well give him a few levels here. Lyle is going to help us out with that, because these Pokemon are going to be super duper easy for Torchic to just tear through. Oh! Of course now we get a freaking Tailo, man. I really wanted to catch a Tailo, but we get the Tailo when I don't want him. By that I mean like when we get the Tailo when we can't catch him. That really sucks, man. I really wanted a Tailo. I just used the potion on the wrong guy, but that's okay, because we got plenty of them. And we're gonna get another one right here. No, we're not. It's actually, it's a paralyzed heal. Ah, man, that really sucks. The luck is not with us today. You know what is with us today, though, is Mr. Devin. Not a one to be found. Hello, have you seen any Pokemon called Shroomish around here? I really love that Pokemon. Ooh,
I was gonna ambush you, but you had to dawdle in Petalburg Woods forever, didn't you? I got sick of waiting, so here I am. You, Devon researcher, hand over those papers, arg!
You're a Pokemon trainer, aren't you? You've got to help me, please!
What do you think you're doing? What, you're gonna protect him? No one crosses Team Aqua gets any mercy, not even a kid.
Come on and battle me! Come on and let's go! Come on and... Nothing else. I tried to do a pirate voice, but not very good. Also, pirates don't wear sweatpants, bro. I don't know if anyone told you that, but it's just a little fashion emergency here. Anyway, Poochyena is going to be his preferred Pokemon. This is our first encounter with Team Aqua. And I guess in this game, there's also Team Magma, huh? I'm trying to think when you run into Team Magma for the first time then, because I could have sworn that this guy was a Team Magma grunt here, but I guess not. There he goes, though.
You're kidding me. You are tough.
I can't do a pirate voice at all. Like, I am really bad. Let me try it, actually.
Come on and battle me again, you mateys. I wish I could stay, but I'm out of Pokemon. And hey, we of Team Aqua are also something in Rustboro. I'll let ye go today. Scrub the poop deck and shiver me timbers. I'll give ye a great ball. Ha ha ha.
This guy's not a pirate. He's works at Devon Corp. We're going to find out all about Devon Corp probably in the next episode, because I think we are almost done with this one here. I should probably keep a timer with me just so I know how long an episode has been going on for. Just because, see, I don't know why I got so used to, oh, okay, well, here's Silcoon. So now I can tell you guys about how it looks like a Cyclops, right? Because you only see the one eye, but on the other side of it, like where that one spike is, there's another eye. He actually, I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it. It's just something that you get if you get it, you know? If you don't get it, then you don't get it. But if you do get it, then awesome. Because that's just how it works, man. I'll probably just put up a picture of what he actually looks like in the anime if I can remember. Hopefully I remember. Let me remind myself. Once again, the powers of Siri. Remind me to put a picture of the thing. You know what thing. I love Siri. I really wish he wouldn't talk, though. Like, don't talk. Thank you. Stop. Okay, awesome. Siri, my one and only friend, and the only one that has appeared in these videos. Siri might be a special guest in a lot of things. It's just, you know, I never realized the utility of it until recently. Because I've had an iPhone for a very long time, but I never really used the Siri feature. But it's like, I could have been reminding myself things this whole time, and like, I don't have to go into an app and do it. Like, I could just tell him to do it. Man, that is awesome. Think of how lazy I could be. I could literally be playing, I mean, I don't know, man. Let's, honestly, I don't even know what I was going to say about it. And basically, Siri is awesome, and I never used it before. Anyway, that is going to wrap up this episode, though. So, next time, we will head on to Rustboro City. Actually, this is a different route. I thought this was the same one as before, so we do get to catch one more Pokemon. So let's do that real quick before we end off this episode. And actually, let's also real quick grab the Whalmer Pail so that we can plant some berries, the best feature of this game. I want to know if berries will come back in ORES, because they did come back in X and Y, which I thought was cool. Because I always actually really like berries, maybe just because I like these games so much. I always liked berries, and they were very different, I guess, in X and Y, the way that they worked and the mechanics of it. But they did bring it back, at least like the planting aspect and all that. So I'm curious to know if in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they'll bring back the whole giant berry farm, or if they'll go back to the mechanics of this game where you find random berry trees scattered around. I'm guessing that if we look at the screenshots and stuff, we might be able to see them somewhere. I think there's some screenshots of routes where berries would be. Okay, seriously? The Parkers today are just, like, unreal how many Wurmples we've run into. Can we get a Pokemon that is not... Can we get one that is not a Wurmple or a Poochyena? I swear. Oh my goodness, are you for real? Is there anything else in this route? Is there anything that isn't a Wurmple or a Poochyena? Can we please get a decent Pokemon? Like, are you serious? Are you okay, one more try. I swear. I'm gonna do one more try. And if I don't get something, that's... Alright. Thank you. You gotta threaten the game. That's what happens, is you have to threaten the game until it gives you something that you can actually catch. That's just the way things work. Okay, Parker, you are going to be my main man here. You've got to whittle this thing down, even though it used a bunch of defense curls, so now we can't do anything. But you know what? The blue ball for the blue ball Pokemon. Let's go. Triple ballception, because Meryl's a ball. It's got a ball on its tail, and now it's caught in a blue ball. The blue balls are just too strong, and I ain't just talking about Meryl. I'm talking about the one on his tail. Thank you guys for watching. If you would like to leave nickname suggestions for this Meryl here, do so in the comments below. I am just about done, I guess, because I just keep forgetting things, and my head is just not in the right place right now. So either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and leave the Meryl suggestions, and I love you, and goodbye.